That's a B-52 bomber. And that should be the last thing we gotta do for the boomers. Where's Roll? You have your bomber.
You are a trusted friend of us all. After all that you have done for us, we would love to help you in the upcoming battle. After all the training in virtual reality, the young ones would relish an opportunity to put their skills to battle. We'll be there when you need us.
Cool. Alright, Smiley. So far, the boomers are gonna support me. The Brotherhood should be left alone, and the White Gloves are dead.
That's 4 down.
Alright, what do you know about the Great Khans?
The Khans are just... they're a dirty people. They live in tents like animals, and they're very rude. They've been kicked around a lot, but no one's finished them off. Not yet, anyway.
You're a very genocidal robot.
They were one of the tribes the 3 families pushed out of Vegas. A whole bunch got killed. So they settled at Bitter Springs, but they kept being so obnoxious, the NCR had to kill a whole bunch more of them. So then, they settled at Red Rock Canyon. There's just no getting rid of them.
I'll need to talk to him.
You set the pace. Hope to see you soon.
Red Rock Canyon, Southwest Commonwealth Conservation Area. This place is cool. Away. Oh no, wait, wrong Colt.
Carl's been in a shitty mood since that big explosion at the fort.
what big explosion at the fort? Oh shit, word gets around fast. Those look like White Gloves being killed by Great Khans. And those are Great Khans killing other men in suits. And what look to be Rangers. Very violent. Yeah, who am I to criticize art? I have arrived! Me! Distinguished diplomat of the wastelands. Where's everybody? Papa Khan! I've come to bargain. Who are you?
If we weren't in Khan territory, I would kill you where you stand. Caesar will be avenged.
Ah, I see.
My name is Carl. Glorious Caesar has sent me as an emissary to the Great Khans as a token of our alliance. In exchange for Great Caesar's promise of all the lands west of New Vegas, the Khans have agreed to fight alongside the Legion when the time comes. The Legion is honored to have such allies in battle.
You murder and assimilate every tribe you come across.
Yes.
I killed your boss. I killed your boss and he can't do anything. Nina, Nina, Nina. Who's Nina?
I haven't seen you before. Name's Regis. I'm Papa Khan's advisor and right-hand man. I'm also the chief enforcer of the tribe's laws, so watch your behavior.
Goodbye.
Until next time.
Ah, Mr. the Khan. You have an Uzi?
Papa says cut off.
So the cub enters the wolf's den. What do you want, cub?
Gross. I've come to ask the Great Khans to break their allegiance with Caesar's Legion.
Have you now? Well, you're a bold one, I'll give you that. But why should I do this for you?
For me? You know the slavers will make you slaves, right?
Ha! The Great Khans will not be slaves. Caesar himself has promised us the land from here to the Colorado, and the freedom to raid as we see fit.
Are you stupid?
I won't hear any more talk against Caesar or his alliance. The Great Khans will answer Caesar's call to war, and the NCR will pay for their crimes. The Great Khans came out of the NCR 14 years ago. We ruled the wastes then, and called no man master. When the NCR came to the Mojave, we thought they would be easy pickings. We raided their caravans, their towns, their camps. They couldn't stop us.
You're not paying yourself in the best light.
At least that's what we thought. They tracked us to Bitter Springs and surrounded us. When our children, our sick and old, fled through a nearby pass, the NCR gunned them down.
Okay, that's pretty bad.
It's because of that we have sworn to take revenge on the NCR. With our new allies in Caesar's Legion, we will crush them.
Okay. Look, I know the NCR sucks. I'm not asking you to work with the fucking colonizers. What I'm asking is to not work with the fucking slavers. There are no good options in this game.
I heard you try to convince Papa Khan not to join with Caesar's Legion.
You were just
I'd like
inside.
to talk to you about that for a moment. He's fixated on restoring the glory of the great Khans, and he sees Caesar as the path to that restoration. Papa can be a stubborn man, but he's not a tyrant. He listens to his tribe, and to 4 voices in particular. Me, Jack, Diane, and Melissa. If you can convince all of us that allying with Caesar is a bad idea, you might be able to sway him.
Aren't you already convinced if we're having this conversation?
I have my doubts about Caesar, yes, but I won't publicly go against Papa Khan based on nothing more than doubts.
So, here's the thing. I did kill Caesar. So, that might already be a problem with your alliance, but if that's not enough, I did pick up this slave ledger while I was there.
Let me see. My God, this is even worse than I thought. Okay, you have my support. I'll tell Papa the alliance is a bad idea.
Cool. Alright, bye.
Until next time.
Carl. Hey. Dang, are you tall? No, wait.
I understand you've been talking to the great Khans about breaking their oaths to great Caesar. I would call that unwise.
I'm gonna talk to you again. Not being as close is uncomfortable. Okay, this is better. I've been wondering, why don't you petition the Khans for membership as a show of allegiance?
Join? Oh, no, I simply couldn't. That is, I'm not worthy of such an honor.
Come on, join the drug dealing, raiding... Yeah.
Caesar has many fine warriors, and I wouldn't wish to compare them to the great Khans.
Oh, well spoken. You win this round.
Win? I wasn't aware we were competing.
Dun, dun, magic invisible thing. Right. Oh, dang it. Thought he have a note on him or something.
Not many get the favor of Caesar.
Hey, Carl's journal. He's got his uniform in here. Well, I just wasted a stim pack for nothing.
Hey.
Can you see me? Journal consists of detailed records and observation from Carl's time with the Great Khans. Many of the entries go into great detail about his opinion of their savage, barbarous customs, and at several points he waxes philosophically about how it's very likely that Caesar's Legion will have to execute the lot of them. Why do you write down your crimes?
I'm beginning to hear troubling rumors from my advisors. Would you know anything about that?
I'm influencing your politics. You should take a look at this journal.
Let me see that. Filthy savages. Probably have to decimate the lot of them? Are these the words of our friend, Caesar?
Great Khans, drive Caesar's dog out of our camp. If he's too slow to flee, kill him.
Yeah, leave. Oh, God. Oh, they just...
That takes care of that.
Was he not fast enough? Jeez. These guys don't mess around.
Your pal's one ugly motherfucker.
You are a rude bitch. I forgot I was still invisible. Oh, there we go. Jack and Diane, that one song artist I can't remember. Yeah. You're not Diane. Anders.
Thanks again for saving my ass.
To be honest, I forgot you were I didn't think you'd make it back, to be honest. Hey, dude.
Whoa, new guy.
I'm here to ask you to publicly oppose Papa Khan. Wait, no, wait. I'm here to ask you to publicly oppose Papa Khan's allegiance to Caesar. Kaiser, whatever.
Huh? Look, man, me and Diane, we don't dig on that politics stuff, savvy? We just make the product and make it get to a good home.
Do you know what the Legion does to women?
Dude, what a total haul. No way that's Kopashishi. Yeah, okay. Me and Diane got your back. No sweat.
That was easy. Alright, bye.
Your friend's cute. Is she single?
Guys, you're weird, and she's gay.
Papa said.
Well, this has gone surprisingly well. Just gotta convince one more person. Great Khan and Kamen. Sloan. Why does that sound familiar? Those are babies. Those are baby Deathclaws. Which means Mom... not taking any chances. Your way. Middle yield. timed. What's TT? I see. Raoul, why'd you run in there? Just put a whole fucking Deathclaw nest in here. Oh. You guys are gonna die. Why'd you go fight it in melee, Veronica? Danger close. Come on, Jurassic Park. Yeah! Woo! That wasn't so hard. Where's the challenge? Just need to take out the mother and the alpha. Found it. Christ. Ugh. Where'd she go? Oh, God! Fire on my position! On my position! Looks like that power armor actually helped for once. Well, I really hope that was all worth it.
That's close enough. What do you want with the Great Khans?
Excuse, I just Astartes Militarum my way here and freed you from your death trap. You're welcome. Also, you should break your alliance with Caesar's Legion.
You can ask, but why would I do that? Carl told me all about the life in the Legion. He says I've got all the makings of a speculatory.
Did he also tell you women aren't permitted to serve in the Legion?
What? No, What do you mean aren't allowed to serve? Why would he lie about that?
So to make you a slave.
That lying little weasel. I almost fell for it too. All right, you've got a deal. You can tell Papa I won't support an alliance.
All right. Bye.
Later.
I am in my underwear. What about it?
Good to see you again.
You guys just left Carl's body?
Dead. I hope the old bastard choked on his own...
All four of my most trusted advisors have told me we should break our alliance. Maybe I should hear you out after all. But I want to leave a legacy of greatness when I die. My tribe deserves better than this, cowering in a canyon and living on scraps. If I don't join with Caesar's Legion, where will I find my tribe's lost glory?
Start a farm.
The followers of the apocalypse keep many records of the past. It's been a long time since we associated with them, but they might have something. Until you do find me something, though, know that I still plan to lead the great Khans to fight for Caesar.
Why? Who cares about glory if you're gonna die pointlessly?
You talk like glory is a hollow, meaningless thing. Maybe to you it is, but not to the great Khans. Show me something to inspire my people, or we march with Caesar, despite my misgivings.
That is a stupid... whatever. Listen, do you have any history about the Great Khans?
Yes. Some years back we taught them reading, writing, basic science. We hoped they would use it to make medical supplies, but they turned to drugs.
Yeah, makes sense.
I was never much involved in the cultural side of that project, but Ezekiel was.
Who?
The original incarnation, much farther out west, was almost completely wiped out by one of those itinerant heroes so common in the post-war years.
Oh my god. He's still talking. Why am I here? I got shot in the head. I just want to gamble.
Here,
Huh?
I salvaged this book from an old library. It's a history of people called the Mongols. I think that's what the Khans built their culture on. You should read it. It's fascinating stuff.
I don't believe in science fiction. Here, read a book, grow community, cultivate culture, start a farm or something.
This is exactly the kind of symbol the Khans could unite behind.
Okay.
We'll begin readying the camp to move. As soon as Caesar makes his move, we'll depart. We will make ourselves strong again, and we shall conquer.
That is convenient for my short-term goals, so I'm just going to ignore the last part.
If you should ever tire of wandering alone, seek us out. You might just have the makings of a great Khan yourself.
I can be a debaucherous drug dealer on my own. Alright, in this ever... Oh, I'm still naked. Alright, in this long, continuous endeavor for revenge, we have finally decided the fate of several tribes, cultures, and societies within New Vegas. Dictate their future. What the fuck are we doing? Alright, I've convinced the Khans to relocate without having to kill them, by the way.
Maybe they'll be devoured by giant scorpions. All sorts of things could happen to them out there.
We're gonna talk about your HR decorum.
That accounts for all the tribes you needed to get to know. You did a super job wrapping things up, and I'm not just saying that because I have to. Here's some big news. I decoded a military radio transmission, and it turns out the NCR president, Aaron Kimball, is going to visit Hoover Dam. But according to projections Mr. House made, he has an 83.75% chance of being assassinated. Whoops. Mr. House ran projections on how the NCR public will react to a defeat at Hoover Dam. Overwhelmingly, they'll blame Kimball. But if Kimball dies at Hoover Dam, there's no obvious scapegoat for them to blame, so they'll blame New Vegas instead.
Yeah, they kinda hate me, though.
You are so misunderstood. Well, it's their loss.
Is that it? Okay. I guess the president's gonna... Well, I'm not gonna say that.
Forget about the president.
Yeah, let's do that.
We've got something more important to take care of.